This afternoon, I'm bringing you an exclusive interview with one of the revolutionaries of harness racing. I've got a couple minutes to share with the creator of the Evolution Bike. This is Tom Harmer. All right, I want you to talk to me about what inspired this design of the Evolution Bike.
Well, I first designed a wheel because I didn't like the wheels we were using, and then when we got the wheel perfected, we put it on a bike, and we found out the bikes weren't true. They weren't tracking right. So then we had to go and design a bike.
And talk to me a little bit about the way that this is made. What is the material? What are the wheels like? Talk to me about the build of the bike.
The bikes are made of carbon fiber. We mold them. We build them in Milford, Michigan. The sulky itself is made of an airplane alloy, 1034. It's very strong. It's very heavy. It's heavier than most bikes. A lot of people say it's too heavy, but it's proven, and we've tested it to be the fastest bike on the market.
And what is it that you think gives this bike an advantage over other bikes?
The aerodynamics of it is about 33% of the benefit from it. The wheels are the other third, and the design of it is the other third. And the offset, where we moved the horse closer to the rail on this bike, which was the first bike ever done.
Tom, I know you've got a couple things you do and you're not off the track, and I know that one of these things is that you collect carousel horses. Talk to me about how you got into that.
Well, growing up, I've always wanted one, and then after I got married and we set up shop in Chicago, my wife and I were going to an antique store and we saw one, so we ended up buying one, and now we have like 15 or 20 of them in the house.
15 or 20 carousel horses. That sounds like a playground. I'd love to go in there. Now, I know you've got one more collector's item that I want you to tell me how you got your hands on it, and that is the first edition Playboy magazine that has Marilyn Monroe in the cover. How'd you come across that?
I was a sports memorabilia collector, and that was an item that you'd run across every once in a while. And I collect certain magazines. I collect first issue of a lot of magazines. I have Sports Illustrated, a lot of comic books, first issue, and Playboy is one of the most desirable ones back in the early 50s.
I know you're also a trainer, right? And that you worked for the owner of the Yankees. Talk to me about how many years you worked with him and how great an experience that was.
I worked for George Steinbrenner for probably about 12 years off and on. I was fired 5 times and rehired and quit and rehired. So Billy Martin and I think Billy was fired 5 times and I was fired 4. So George was a good guy. He was great for the horse business. He loved the horse business. Pompano was his playground. The Yankees used to spring train in Fort Lauderdale before they moved to Tampa, so he was always around. He was a good guy.
Tom, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us discussing your career and discussing your Evolution bikes, and we hope to see them in the winner's circle soon to come in the coming races. Thanks so much. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you.